Welcome everyone, all zero watchers to the
Everybody
good,
out here.
to the good.
Are you souls out there, watchers?
Oh yeah, all you souls. I know you can't, physically.
All you souls and ghosts out there, thank you for tuning in,
To the
right?
good, the bad,
And the viewers.
and the viewers podcast. Hey, Joe,
No
and
viewers.
no
No
viewers.
viewers,
So
sir.
hey man,
No.
we just starting, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like that.
We'll be there in about 3 years. That's why I told Free Game Toddy, give it about 3 to 5 years, brother. We'll be there.
I'm saying about 1 or 2.
You think 1 or 2?
Yeah, one or two.
To what though?
Say what?
To do what
Have
though?
somebody
In
watch
1 or 2 years, have a thousand subscribers? What's the goal?
Oh no, we should do it that.
A couple thousand views on the videos.
We should have 1,000 subscribers before Christmas come around.
Oh, this dude is aggressive, money. I like it.
What you mean? That's like
He's
that's
super
like 5 or
aggressive.
6 months. You gotta think
Hey,
I'm
man,
at least get a couple hundred out of Youngstown.
man, you put it out there, brother. I like it.
All right.
I like the aggressiveness.
So look. Let me bring up something real quick. All right. Let me bring up something real quick.
Man, that's quick right there, boy. That boy speed of lightning, boy.
Hey
ain't
man,
it?
the machine was it was
Oh
fickle.
man,
It was fickle.
we back to internet issues, man.
All right, man. Look, that's the topic. That's the thumbnail. False idols, likes, money, followers. All right, that's what we're rocking with today. I wanna sort of dibble dabble in everyone's opinion on the current atmosphere right now with social media right now. I noticed that a lot of things are cool that we didn't actually grow up thinking was cool. So I just wanna hear you guys sort of expound on these ideas. I want to hear a couple takes on this, and then we'll do a deep dive. Right? Let's let Mr. Pinkard, Mr. Lenny Fraud,
Mr. Fraud, kick us off.
Well, I guess in the general rudimentary level, false idols is just kind of like the glorification of others above yourself, kind of like in the God DDT role. And it's just to me, it's counterproductive for you being your best self, placing another human being above you, because you'll never really fully understand who you are. Mimicking others or patting yourself after others, especially people that you don't personally know, because you don't know. You just know the facade, the veneer. You don't know what actually incorporates to be that person, type of demons that person may deal with, struggles they might have, especially with mental health in this level in the world today.
Now, have there been issues? No, have there been some things you've seen recently, Brandon, that make you think about this topic? Has there anything like fresh on your mind? I'm like, yo.
Well, I wanted to piggyback off what Lenny said first in terms of, I'm saying that question, but I think Lenny's dead on the money, bro. I think we live in a world now where everybody needs validation. And before, that was a feminine trait to want to have validation, and people really give you compliments all the time. Wow. Did I say something to somebody?
So that was before that used to be a feminine trait?
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm just saying, girls, let's talk about it.
Nothing wrong with a little misogyny. Nothing wrong with a little misogyny.
They call it what you want to call it, brother, but females are the ones got dolled up and put on a lipstick and look good and wanted validation when I'm a bitch in the streets, right? But now the streets are considered to be online. Everybody has a mirror now online as far as Instagram and TikTok and all the other platforms. So now men are clout chasing as much as they want the likes. Like when I post something on Instagram, it's for because I'm doing it from a business standpoint. I don't care if you like it or don't like it. I'm not looking for a certain amount of likes or validation. To me, that's a feminine trait. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the game has completely changed. Like people have self-esteem issues, and like P mentioned with mental health, it's off the hook right now, bro. Like how many people are going through just self-esteem issues and not feeling like they have any value to this earth, especially men. Like I ain't never seen nothing like it, man. The clout, the fakeness, the want to be something that you're not, and you can't. People don't know how to be themselves nowadays. Does that make sense?
Now, that's a
It's a lot to
that's
unpack. I know.
yeah. That this one is tough, man. Because first of all, what are we considering clout chasing? Like if we have to sort of put parameters on it, what do we want to say are some examples of clout chasing?
Just unorganic actions. When you doing things off of, you see they doing it, so I'm gonna do it. I say they getting views, they getting likes and things of that nature. When you out there on the social medias, you're not being your pure organic self. You cheating yourself. You eating away at your soul in a way.
Okay.
Little by little.
So I mean, look at this podcast for example. We all play, man. We can be it's 11 o'clock on the East Coast time. We all wearing t-shirts. Just what I'm saying. Just, we had long days. We get into it, and you don't see any type of stage or any type of setup. We just being authentic. We are, and a lot of times, man. I'm in a flash city again. Being in Atlanta, man. I see it every day. No matter where you go in the A, whether you going to Starbucks, you going to the mall, or you going to the club, people overextend themselves financially, mentally, spiritually, be something that they not all the time. And I deal with the rental cars, so when people drop rental cars off and I gotta clean them out, you see what they leave in the cars. You know what I'm saying? Receipts at Saks Fifth Avenue, Gucci belt receipts, all that, bro. You see it all. How much they pay for the section at the club they went to. You know what I'm saying? They spend a
Right.
lot of money just to put on for other people on top of the rental car that they don't really own to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So you're already setting that stage like this is not really who I am, but I'm trying to put on a facade and try to impress you.
Right. Now, you guys, Lenny used the word, soul, and you also brought in spirituality, right?
Absolutely.
Now, these are ancient words right now for the current culture, right? That we grew up a different way. My mother went to church. I know
Yeah.
Lenny Fraud parents went to church. B
Heavy,
Jones,
heavy,
heavy. All
heavy in
right,
the church. Heavy.
and that's not the case right now, right? Churches are not full. They have not been for maybe 3 to 5 years. They've been consistently losing members.
Hmm.
So I don't want to say that this is contributing to it, but what can we say to correlate these two things? How can we talk about this situation to let people know that hey, we came from this and this is how we feel, to try to help them get a better understanding, because I don't think that the people who are younger than us believe that clout chasing is can lead to something worse. You know what I mean?
It's dangerous, man. It's a dangerous sport and it's expensive.
How,
Well,
how, how can we talk about this?
I think in general today it's just if you're not moderating yourself personally, you could get oversaturated with media from all angles.
Absolutely.
You really get lost in who you are, getting caught up in this structure they built around us. Because it's coming from all angles at all times. We from a generation when you grew up, the TV cut off at night. After the night show, they did the
Absolutely.
national anthem, the TV
Right.
went off, you said, me go to bed. There's nothing else better to do. But now it's
Absolutely.
just like life is 24/7, full cycle ongoing. So if you don't know how to moderate yourself and take steps back, and take care of your own mental health and just little things of yourself and explore your own self mentally, physically, and spiritually, you can get caught up in that rat race. It's just steady consuming.
B Jones.
I mean, it goes back to your question, which was, I mean, I know where you're going with it. I mean, I think it still comes down to identity issues, man. So whether you're a believer, you believe in spirits, you believe in God, whatever you believe in, man, like you gotta have a ground to stand on. What's your foundation, man? Like if you that swayed easily by material things or by what you see online, and to be honest, like like from a business standpoint, it actually is really smart for like big companies and companies marketing online to people on IG and all these platforms, Facebook, because it's easy for them to click on, easy access. Like we talk about the movies with Netflix and everything else. Everything is easy. It's what you want to get access to. So it makes sense from a business standpoint. Now, from a spiritual, personal standpoint, man, you can be on Instagram and TikTok all day. Literally, it's like the devil's playground. You want to look at videos, or you want to look at, what I'm saying, boys sitting in cars they can't afford, or dudes, taking pictures in front of private jets and fake planes, and on vacation with bad chicks. Like, where you want to go, man? It's like a whole wide world out there you can explore in a matter of seconds, not hours, seconds. You just put in a topic you want to explore, and there it is. And you feel like you're lesser than if you're not able to afford that type of lifestyle. It's really a dangerous and expensive sport, and you're not grounding who you are as a person.
How do you get grounded as a person if you if this is the norm, right? If you're 21, your entire adolescence was spent online, so these things have sort of become the norm for you. So if you are building up these bad traits, I don't even know how to approach this conversation with somebody to be like, yo, this is lightweight, irrational, the way you acting out here, but I don't know how I can make it make sense. Any
I mean, but it's not really your job though, bro. I mean, we OD man, we old heads, but it's not our job to really check the kids unless it's like put in front of us where we gotta check them. For the most part, man, like they need to have that foundation at home, bro. Like I know a lot of young boys going to single parent homes and their moms is at work and they left their devices. I get all that, but reality is, man, it does start with your parents and having a strong male mentor. Like if you out on your purpose and you sit back right and you busy, whether that be in school, working, starting your company, you out 10, 12, 14 hours a day, you ain't gonna have time to consume all the BS. The problem is these young boys got plenty of time on their hands, so they go take devices to try to get away from reality. You know what I mean? So it starts with having a strong foundation at home, and then you can incorporate having male mentors, whether that be a pastor, or uncle, or grandfather. We also have somebody to go to, whether that be a coach or whatever. So, but nowadays it's just a wild, wild west when it comes to how people view the internet. Man, it's a farmer's feast.
And just piggyback on what Brandon was saying, the family structure is key. It might not be your mother and your father, but just having a foundation of somebody with some wisdom, give you a foundation to know yourself early. Like we said, y'all are young brothers, and they get out here, start chasing that life. Maybe have a child of wedlock, or get a firearm charge, something simple where it messes their record up. And by the time they get old enough to realize who they are, what they want to do, they already hurt themselves enough where they can't take advantage of certain opportunities in life because they got a record or they got financial issues trying to take care of a young family. So it's what he's saying is it's key to get to the kids young and give them a foundation.
There you go.
It's also a big thing, teaching about being still and working on yourself, taking time for yourself. There's nothing wrong with staying home on a Friday night and just being to yourself, going through your thoughts, making a plan, seeing where you went wrong last week, why you was upset last week, why you can change that, how you can change that, and why and how you can never go back to that. But you got to take time for yourself. But it's about reading, get audio books, things of that nature. As much as we talk about Instagram and Facebook, it's a million people out there giving positive messages out, really trying to reach people where they at. So it's not so much it's not the tool, but how you use the tool to really propel you.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, this foundation, right? This sort of what they're supposed to build from. The statistics don't say that this is going to be possible if we just leave it up to the household. Statistically, 80% of African American females are having children out of wedlock. So
and will never get married too. On top of that, so
yeah, and then you got, I think it's 1 out of 4 eligible Black women are actually married.
Yeah,
So this thing that a child actually needs, it's not available. Even we know it should be available. We know it's necessary, but it's not. And I see them constantly being inundated with just so much information that it's not beneficial. So I guess that's why I want to talk about it. So if you kind of pop on it, I don't want to be speaking highbrow. I want it to be a foundational type of conversation. But if you're not in that house, how 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 can I? How do we
It's
have to
not your.
operate? You know what I mean?
It's not, bro.
Well, it
Tough.
is. It is. We gotten away from it because it take a tribe, it take a
It
community.
do village.
But we got away from it. Just we scared of each other. We scared to correct each other,
We
speak
shoot
to each other.
we shoot each other. So
There you go.
it's legit, right? We legit scared of each other for real, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To an extent. Like we come to shootings and the gang and drug violence. We pretty much for that community, you know who those players are, and you know who the real people that's living the regular day life, trying to get by, working a job. Honestly, y'all. So that's a characteristic of it. But if you live in that community, you know that's the person that shoot. It's not play with that man, or how to actually approach him in the best way, not to come at him aggressively. But it takes different approach to everybody. There's no one cookie-cutter approach to reach people in their place.
Mm.
So it's there. We got to get off. We got to really care.
Church is cookie cutter. Church is a place that you go to, and it just has a very succinct message. It's a single minded, and it's focused. And not saying that that's what's needed, but we do have these things that have a very specific focus. But we have to figure out how to remix that.
We can't hold the church so much though, because your religious faith and your church is two different things. Your religious faith is internal to you and how you go about living your life, and to your creeds and the laws of your religion. I look at church more or less like an AA meeting or NA meeting. If you're trying to do certain things in your life, you're gonna go hang out with like-minded people at. That don't mean everybody's perfect and everybody's doing anything the right way, but we all mutually trying to move in a certain pattern, and we lean on each other. So churches it's no better than the people in them. If you want your church to be doing outreach to community, you start it.
Yeah.
And you encourage it. But if you wait for somebody to come along, like, let's go out here and help the community, and you're gonna help out, it's never gonna get done. You gotta take what's in your heart and make action out of it. If you want that to be something, I have people talk about the church and not doing nothing, but what you do, you in the church. What are you doing through the church to help your community? It's a non-profit resource. It's a non-profit resource.
It is.
That's a whole nother topic in itself, right there. But
well, I mean, just the idea of idols. Even to talk about that, it comes from the idea of religion and church. It's rooted in that idea, but it's something else right now. Before people were considered pagans, and the deity that they worship was called idolatry. You know what I mean? It was going against whatever the religion of the masses was.
Yeah.
And right now it's not even as well. It's more serious than religion, because at least religious people had these sort of values and rules and morals and ethics that they kind of followed, and you clashed heads with it, so it was understood because you was doing it for this sort of God lane, but right, how can we still how are people still so confused about materialistic things? And it's not even associated with anything spiritual or religious or holy. Like, they really have the same sort of actions regarding what they're doing, and it's material things that people thousands of years ago used to go ham for about their God. And
it's human. It's human. You understand the business world in America. Marketing advertisement is one of the biggest, most infested industries all time.
Easily.
So they master how to manipulate the masses.
Easily.
If you're just going to join this human form and this low frequency, they're going to manipulate you, take advantage of you, because they know all the tricks to get in your psyche. But I try to try to be unhuman. You got to take it on yourself just to draw back. So take a step back sometimes. I understand sometimes you get caught up in it. You might go see Jay-Z concert, just get caught up in the moment and taking it out, but you got to know it's a saying I got a long time ago. You can be in the world, but you don't got to be of the world. And it's just sometimes you have to. It's just kids today. Kids, they don't have the right tools. There's no one by teaching kids cognitive tools to really survive. That's something people learn usually after they made a mistake, or they got some type of court-sanctioned therapy they got to go to. But it's something, if we could. That's the biggest thing. Cognitive and emotional intelligence for kids at the youngest age possible, that'd be the best thing, because that allow them to make decisions on their own and think for themselves at a more younger age. If that makes sense.
It does. The nature of education right now, it sort of pushes you into this negative space of materialism. It's forced upon you from kindergarten. This idea of better things and new things and advancing things. It's built into the system so that by the time somebody graduates at 12, I mean in the 12th grade, that only thing they can think about is just getting this money to check off some boxes to satisfy some opinion of the rest of the world. It has nothing to do with them. Nobody graduates high school and is a self-sufficient human being.
It's a rarity.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this, man. So again, I'm a business guy. I look at metrics and numbers, man. So some stuff when it comes to black community, like it puzzles and it bogs down my mind, like how black folks are dead last. And shout out to Anton, by the way, for pointing this out. We're dead last in household income almost, but number one in consuming by far, as far as spending the most money out of any race. Like that to me, that's perplexing. Like that's crazy. The fact, like again, back to self-esteem and back to consuming and back to worshiping material items. If you go to like Phipps Mall or Lenox Mall on a Saturday, the Louis Vuitton store bro be packed. The Gucci store be packed. And we ain't talking about $100 items. We talking about full retail, spending $5, $6, $7, $10,000. And it's like, brother, what do you do for a living to afford $10,000 on a random Saturday shopping spree? Like, come on, man. Numbers don't make sense. Mercedes Benz, number one customer is black people. They got I do nothing.
Lenny, you about to jump in? Because
I was saying that was like that's our form of gratification, man. In this world, especially people of color, we have what we believe is no other avenues. I think it might be genetic, man. Anytime African Americans in America has been cooperative with each other and practice group economics and really buckle down and build something, it's been tore down. It might just be trauma in our bloodlines to know like we just can't get together or it's gonna get tore down. But I just think that is people's validation of success. That's how they identify success.
But
consuming.
So stay on that point though, P. How is that success dead last in money and getting to this bag? Dead last. Where does the money come from to afford these items? Like to me, that's
the marketing part. That's consume or die. That's the marketing angle. It's just as simple if you was talking about, man, I want the new Jordans. You go Instagram on your phone, they right in front of your face. It's just that's how advanced they got it. But it's a like for me, I'm not too consumery, but I like to buy nice Jordans, and I do understand like the dopamine effect I get when I get that pair I want, and I feel fresh out the box. It's a dopamine effect. I'm aware of it. I'm sure to stay back of it and not make it a problem where it hinders me financially. But every now and then, but I've been having a lot of success, doing well for myself. I'm gonna go buy these new Jordans because I can. So I understand the feeling, but you just can't. A lot of people don't have gratification in every phase of their life, and that's the only way they can get that dopamine effect. Is just consuming and keeping up the latest trends and having the car. Right? Oh, man, I always want that car. When people look at you like that's what I want to be, just off of your external appearance. That's all we got really. Sometimes for some people, that's all you really see as a litmus for success in America for us.
Right. So the question then is, do we want to win, actually be rich and wealthy, or do we want to look rich? Like, because even the rich don't act like that or even dress like that. They ain't no way in hell most rich folks is spending $10,000 on outfits to go to a club or whatever. To your point though, Lenny, or to your example about Jordans, but you kind of have like an emotional tie to Jordans because you grew up, you knew the man. He probably was your favorite basketball player. At least I idolize him a little bit. And that's a little emotional tie to. I get why Jordans are popular in our community because Jordan was a man. He's a G. But I don't get why these brands, the Gucci, the Fendi's, the Louis, have any type of effect. We have no type of emotional attachment to these brands at all, bro. These are European white brands that started 100 years ago.
What's the marketing advertisement of it? We equate those brands to meaning if we have those items that we have success.
I want to chime in because I have a very unique and personal approach to this problem myself, and it's been the research, researching African civilizations, especially before before the onslaught of Arab uh, transatlantic slave, as well as the
Mm-hmm.
traditional European transatlantic slave process. Now, before all this, the original man lived in abundance because everything was available. There was nothing under the sun that the original man could not get his hands on, produce, and profit off of.
Absolutely.
That was his nature. And we're talking like 10,000, 9,000 years ago,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. The
So
conquer, dominate.
correct. So our nature came from abundance, and when we traveled, uh, we gave this information freely. When we went around, when we set up civilizations, whoever was there, we taught and we gave them this knowledge, and we went on about our way. And I think just throughout time, our original message has been flipped on us.
Totally.
You know, because I don't believe that money was a real thing back in the day. I believe that people, they were raised, and once they had a skill, that's the path they went. Once they figured out what they were awesome at, that's the only thing they did, and they did it to the best of their ability so that their community could be successful. And we still have that. We have that sort of drive in us to work and grind and hustle. But this mentality of consumerism has been painted on us. It's been painted on us throughout history, and it's hard to look outside of that lens when you're wearing those glasses, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know your history, right? It takes so much reading to find out true history about the origin of us. But when you do read it, it's not it's a community based society. You know what I mean? It's a social based society. It's tribal. There's no stories of this sort of illicit commerce and love for things that are opposite of yourself or your God. And these narratives are never talked about. We always seem to look at it right now, like you said, like what's going on in Atlanta. I know that same thing going on in Detroit, same thing going on in LA, same thing going on in Miami. Like
Big time.
it's going on, and it feel like people be operating on auto drive, like it's sort of like this unconscious thing.
Big time robots. Absolutely.
And,
They
and
they
uh
blend, they fit into the culture wherever you locate. They fit it right into it, bro.
and it's not our thing, man. Because you think about all the things that you do off GP. Think about all the things you've done in your life just because you didn't ask for nothing, you know what I'm saying? And you did the job, and it was a good job, and the person appreciated it, and y'all continued your life. I have numerous stories like this, but I can't say this for other cultures. I can't say this for other ethnicities. Something has always been has been wanted in return for your services, and we don't understand. I don't think we understand that we are in a rat race.
A rat race to what though? That's the thing. Like, what game are
To
we in, bro? To
somebody
what?
else's. We're in somebody. It's like we're in somebody else's game.
This is what I understand. African American people, I love y'all to death, but
Money,
I don't understand the culture though, bro. I don't. At this point in my life, I don't get
Money
it.
is the
I
culture.
don't.
Money.
money.
We don't have money though. That's the thing. We don't
Okay,
have it.
so now you understand the game. Juxtaposition is a real thing. To put somebody in a position or a situation where they think something that is contrary to the actual reality. You
So
know,
it's not real though. It's back to being fake though, right? It's not
it,
authentic.
it's very unauthentic. But again, if that's all you know, if those are the glasses you wear, how do you take them off?
Brother, I'm asking y'all. That's why we having the conversation. Hello. Don't have the brain power to try to figure this out. I'm the most confusing people on
Oh,
earth.
But
well, you
you
have to
Easily.
like. I don't have a fail safe way, but you want people to learn how to invest in themselves. Invest in their mental, physical health, the spiritual health. It was it. A lot of people say knowledge yourself. Know who you are, because you can't know where you're going if you know who you are. And a lot of us get caught up so much in this cycle of entertainment and consuming that we don't take time for ourselves to really define who we are as we spoke about the last show, like just getting away from your hometown, redefining yourself, making yourself the image you want to be. A lot of us don't do that. We just get caught up in keeping up with the Joneses and and the Brandons, and it gets difficult. But it's a maturity thing too at that. But it's the idea is the American way. I mean, this America is built to suck your money from you. Like they make it easy.
Yes,
yeah, they make it.
do.
But it's designed. If you're not strong and mentally capable, understand that what your money can do for you. Because we have plenty of money, but we don't have its resources. So
yeah, we got buying power. I give you that, but I don't know about plenty. We got buying power. I give you that. But how about this though? So both of you guys like to read and you guys like to learn new stuff just by default. Like we all nerds by default, bro. So Irv, what you're speaking on, man, is so deep and over most people's head because like you're a historian. You go back, look at the facts, the artifacts. You want to research these things. You want to know and improve, get better. When it comes to talking to me, the whole don't read. These things are not going to be important when it's all said and done, bro. They just don't care. So how I switched up because I'm not gonna say I was ever materialistic, but I got caught up in understanding where my money went. Like I didn't budget, it was check to check, that type of thing. So once I got to Atlanta, where I started seeing like, all right, you got two people, you got producers and you got consumers. The producers, they're the ones that drive the Honda Accords and Toyota Camrys and live in basic houses, but they're multi-millionaires. You know what I'm saying? They wear the same jeans, same t-shirt, that type of thing. If you white or black, it didn't matter what color you were. They had the same type of mindset. They were producers. So until I started adapting that mindset to be a producer, I didn't get it. Now I get it all the time, bro. Like people like, what kind of car do you drive personally? Bro, I drive a 2007 Ford Expedition with 200 some thousand miles on it, bro. That's my daily driver.
You got
Like
the
I'm just being
expedition?
honest with you. Expedition, man, ready to fall apart, but start in the morning, get the kids together, we out. You know what I'm saying? It's still an everyday beater, bro. People assume, oh, he must got a Rolls Royce or Escalade or nah, bro. I'm a producer, I'm not a consumer, so I don't live that world anymore. So how do you flip the switch? For me, it was coming down here and being like, whoa, I don't want to be broke no more. I don't want to live check to check. I don't want to have to, have to scratch it out. Like, how do I change my mentality? So when you get an environment where you see people shop, consume, and they at the same job you at, and it's like, how you make more money than me, or how you do that? And we at the same company. You do what I do. You might a little more money or less money than me, but you can't afford no new Benz. You can't afford that house you just bought. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? But you see, they go out, beyond to keep consuming. Go ahead, P.
Go ahead, P.
Scamming.
What?
You in the land of scam.
So you think this is all about scamming?
No, it's with that scamming the new hustle. A lot of people realize that scamming gets you less time than drugs. So let's go ahead and roll these dice on the scam side.
That producer and consumer, man.
It's economics, brother.
It's so true. And again, this is just deep diving in history. The majority of all inventions and all things produced came from us.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
They came from us, from as far back as you can think to today. Like these things that we make, and then we don't own them, and then another race comes along, and they turn it into a profit model, and then they turn it into a corporation, and then it's history after that, right?
Yeah,
they say don't own them too, though, because a lot of times they own them, they just took it from them. They did have the paperwork. A lot of times, the older vendors, they have paperwork on it. They just came through and realized it was profitable and took it from them. So a lot of people did have the proper patents and pendants that situation.
Well, correct, but you also have the right to shoot people. So I'm not going, I'm extra violent, man. You can't.
For violence.
Yeah, you can't. I don't believe in letting people get over on you like that. Because
in that time, it was kind of like we weren't the same men. A lot of men realized like wouldn't go about it that way at that time. It's a different day now.
I don't think that I'm harder than a man from the 1800s. I'm positive about that.
No, we just sillier. That make me think about I'm gonna leave my family and my kids are raising themselves. Let me just figure something else out and be here to be my peoples. We out here going on the blaze of glory in 2021.
I got a question for you, Brandon.
Talk to me.
How did you know? Oh no, why? Why did you make that choice to no longer be consumer minded? Which you said you weren't. You weren't really materialistic.
Mm-mm.
But why did you make that choice? You know
I was
what?
broke. I was broke. That was number one. When you broke, man, you look at money a little bit different, and you keep doing the same thing, and then it goes back to the definition of insanity. What are you gonna do different, man? You can't keep doing the same thing over again, expecting a different thing. So it was more or less so like, yo, when you get older, what's gonna happen when you 40? When you 50, you 60, and you still doing the same things over and over. You're not gonna be able to create any type of wealth, bro. So it's like, yo, let me figure something else out. Because when I was doing it, it wasn't working, man. Even though I might have been able to afford the basic things, food, shelter, clothes, but you see that people who actually think different are going to a different level of their lives and how they move. So when you're around millionaires and people that can motivate you, push you, you think different. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to change of environment and change your network and all that. So like they say, your network is your net worth. That's so true. So if
Yeah.
I'm always around Negroes all day talking about, again, the 1997 Jordan and the Bulls and what you did in high school, I'm not going to grow, man. Like, that's what I got back in the '08. Not to offend nobody, but it got to the point where it's like, all right, what's going to change now, bro? Like, what's the next level? And I always wanted to be a millionaire, but who could you on who can educate you on how to become a millionaire if you don't know nobody's a millionaire? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's a regular worker who can
This
help guide you to wealth.
this is the thing, man. All right. Before there was ever a college, there were geniuses, right?
Absolutely.
And you you don't need one to have the other, and it's hard to rationalize that, right? It's hard to fall back solely into your personal, into yourself, and start thinking just from that perspective, because that's how everything started, man. Everything started from a group of people thinking in
Absolutely.
inwardly
Absolutely.
and producing something for everybody.
Absolutely.
And we're so far away from that.
We're not even in the game, bro. We're not even in the same atmosphere as that conversation. That's what I'm saying. That's why it doesn't make sense. So if you play in the game, you start from zero. That's where the game starts from. Any sport, any competition, it starts from zero. We are so negative in a hole. Where do you begin? Like, where do you have that conversation, Irv? Who do you pull to the side to be like, young man, change your movement, change how you think? Like, we're just so far behind. Now, are there things that are getting better? Like YouTube and platforms, people talk about financial literacy and all that. Yes, it's getting better now, whether it's like management for black people and finances and all that, and knowing how to be a man and move like a man. But for the most part, these young boys are not tapping in to that type of discussion. Where are they tapping into? The twerk videos, the donkey pranks, you know what I'm saying, and the fake gurus on Instagram. That's what they tapping into, bro. That's just what it is. That gets the most views. Like, I'm sure you do your homework, Irv, on what the top videos are, and you see most of them are around women and human. Like, this call for what it is.
Right, right. Shit, Linnea, you was you about to jump in? Because I was about to ask you something. You about to
No, go ahead, shoot it.
That boy deep in thought, ain't he?
you meet you bump into a youngin, right? You out and about, and
If he don't rob you, but go ahead.
what happened?
I said if he don't rob you first, but go ahead, brother.
All right, so hopefully he's not about to rob you. Um,
That's not my
Let
wife,
me
but go ahead.
let me tell you. I'll be honest with you before you ask that question. I got a quick Atlanta story, brother.
go ahead, go
So I
ahead.
was I had to, I had to drop. I had the car that came back that I had to go watch, right? And the airport in Atlanta is not the best part of town, but I got a car wash spot that's probably like 10 minutes from the airport. They hooked me up with my people, but it's in the hood, right?
Okay,
Wash the car, but the car I need to put gas in it, right?
is that the
So the
spot you took
gas
me
station,
to
which
when I
the
when I came to visit?
when
Is
I
that
got
the
my car broken into.
yeah? Is that the car wash you went to?
No, no, that was a mall, brother. That was a mall. We went to a car. She was here.
Yeah, you went to a car wash and because you had broken glass in your car, man. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's brother. That's a different part of town. This is another
Okay.
rough part of town. But
All right.
anyway, y'all let me know if I'm wrong for this. So after I washed the car, I went to the gas station. Right, it was down in the car wash, again, shady neighborhood. It was three dudes, young boys, probably in their early 20s, late teens, just posted up at the car wash. I mean, at the gas station. I
Okay.
analyzed the situation like, hey, and I'm in a Dodge Challenger. I'm like, nah, I'm
Exit,
not getting
exit,
gas here.
exit stage left.
Yeah, I'm not getting gas here. So I took my black ass down to a gas station that's probably a little bit more in the better part of town. And, I'm saying I got to deal with three Negroes, young Negroes just hanging out. I'm not taking that chance, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. I'm taking my calculated risk at this point in my life. Could it just been they just hanging out, just whatever, or selling their mixtape? Who knows? I'm
Right.
not trying to find out. If it looks shady, it looks funny to me. I ain't have a piece of me. I'm not trying to shoot nobody and be a gangster, bro. But I just want to get gas and go about my day. But now I gotta worry about what these young boys want to do to me. You know what I'm saying? That's real in Atlanta. It happens all the time. People get carjacked. I think I probably heard about the Atlanta water boys, the dude that's the young boys that sell water when they get off the exit on the highways. You never heard of water boys?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
aware of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
well,
was
they
jacking
one
people.
of them got shot actually down the street from the car I was talking about. So I mean, it's a different place down here, man. Different place, brother.
They shot the water boys.
The water boys are aggressive, bro. They'll get in your car, you run the window down. They be up in your window, asking you to change out your cup holder. They'll ask for your USB cord for your phone. These boys is
Damn.
different, man. Yeah, it's different. That's why I'm not trying to be funny, but like I don't want to have to go to prison for one of these young boys, man. Like it's different climate, man. But
Y'all
I'm
moving
sorry. Go ahead. I
different
just
in
want to tell
Atlanta.
that story.
Where I'm from,
Totally
you got
different.
shot ducking in some white car window. Right now. Right now.
But Irv just said though, people, I was down here. This is what 6, 7 years ago. I got my car broken into, bro, at the mall, broad
You
daylight.
had Beats headphones visible.
Well, Irv
I
did.
might have broke
Oh,
your
I
window
did.
back in
I
the like,
did.
let me get these hell. He don't even want these things.
Bro, we was in the mall for no more than 20 minutes tops.
What mall you got? Stonecrest?
We was at Western Mall by all the black colleges and Spelman and Morehouse and all that. So we was in there for 20 minutes, about to get ready to go to a day party, feeling good about life. I remember that. And then all of a sudden I come out, glass talking about iPad, what was it, iPod Overcharge, a Nano?
iPhone and headphones.
They
Yeah,
came
and
up.
the crazy part about it is these fools went home online with Herb stuff. We was able to track it, but what do you do about it though? You call the cops. The cops ain't gonna do all that for no damn $100 whatever it was and some headphones. They're not gonna go out and break into the house and get that stuff back. They don't care.
Listen. That was a $900 phone and a $300 pair of headphones. So you put some respect on on my
Come on,
Well, it
man.
was
my
it was
Apple.
little outdated, but it wasn't fresh now. It was a little outdated now.
Mm.
She been a
Shots
brand. It
Oh,
was a
fired.
brand. It wasn't brand new,
it was my
brother.
second
All
one. It
right,
was my
so
second one. It was you're right.
There
welcome
you
back to
go.
the show. Welcome back to the show. We talking about false
I'm
idols
just
today.
I'm just giving y'all a example, man. So why are these young boys breaking in and you feel like you gotta watch your back everywhere you
They
go in
don't got no
Atlanta, man?
hope,
Because they will
man. They don't
they
got
will
no
come
hope.
up and take your shit. Is my point. So
Yeah,
that's
they don't
going.
got no hope. It's just hard. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. It's no hope, man.
So
It's grown men out here don't got no hope, let alone some young boys.
Yeah.
so there we go. Why do they want your shit? They go like for 20 minutes before they get rid of it. Like what's the point? You know what I'm saying? They want the fast life too. They want the fast reward, and they gonna take yours. This is where we. It's where we at with it, bro. So
Hey, Brandon, man, you got hurt people, man.
man, there you go. Sorry
Smack him
about
off his
that.
legs. Yeah,
I know
man.
you
He
had a question. I knew you had a question, Herb, but that was
Nah.
just came to my mind. Like,
Let's dive
yo,
into
how do you,
this. So why are you afraid of young black men?
man? First of all, these dudes was in wife beaters and pants is coming down to their kneecaps
Hold
at
on,
the
hold on, hold
gas
on, hold on,
station,
hold on,
bro.
hold on, hold on, hold on.
At the gas station.
Let me get my therapist glasses on.
Yeah. So
Please ask these questions. Make me be the bad guy. I don't care.
nah.
Sometimes you got disarm. Sometimes I want what up with y'all. They better look at me. This dude talking to us.
Brandon
Hey,
don't want no part. Brandon don't want none of that. No, he don't care about none of
Nah,
that.
I'm
He
a
know.
peaceful. I'm a
He
peaceful dude. I don't come with drama, though. I don't.
listen. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying you already have made up your
he's
mind. You
falling up.
saw it. You. He mapped out the situation. He was like, "Yo, 3 dudes out here don't like they doing nothing positive. I can just run
11
it up."
o'clock during the day. What's going on at gas station 11 o'clock during the day that I'm missing? Where's your car at, sir? Did you come
Where
here on a
is your
bike?
car?
We
Where
was at
is
gas
your
station.
car?
We was at Kroger or at a mall, so I get it, bro. I ain't tripping. At a gas station, though, you up to no good. You loitering. Let's keep it a buck.
But that's
Let's have a
okay.
conversation, bro.
Listen, me and Leonard are
I've had hung
habitual.
out at a gas station before in
Yeah,
my lifetime.
we are. We
So
are.
and I wasn't on no bullshit either.
We are habitual loiters.
And
Yeah.
suspect though, look suspect though, right?
It. Hold on. It does look suspect. All right. But how do you change that narrative? Like
Don't
you,
hang out at the gas station, brother. Don't go
but
to the
it's
gas
just it's
station.
the gas station. It's just the
What
gas.
are you doing at a gas station, brother?
I might have picked I might have picked up some cigarettes. I might have grabbed some condoms. I might be putting gas in a damn gas can.
I might be waiting for the connect, or I might be papered out.
Yes,
You know what
Ding
I'm
yes.
ding
saying?
ding ding
And
ding.
if
There you
and
go.
if you wait on the connect, ain't no problems going on because you're not gonna ruin this transaction. You're not gonna ruin this handoff. So it's true. You don't want to go into those situations, but they
I just,
exist, man. They
I just,
exist.
they do. I just want to get gas, Irv. I ain't want to have to worry about analyzing where I'm at and get over there, posting up, chilling.
Well, drive
You
your
know,
ass to Jersey and get that
Take
full
your ass to
tank of
Buckhead
gas.
and get your gas. They robbing and
hey,
killing in
Buck.
Buckhead though. So
That's what
you
I'm
might
saying.
want to move
Buckhead
to
is just as
Savannah.
bad.
You might want to move to
Buckhead is
Savannah or
just.
South Carolina or something.
I'm good where I'm at, brother.
Huntsville,
Yeah, nah.
Alabama, nice. Trying to
I'm
tell
good
you.
where I'm at.
So
But I'm sorry. I mean, again, man, it's just weird. It was weird.
is is this more of the problem? Is are they doing things you feel like they might be doing it just so they can brag or something? You think a lot of things that happen?
Well, the problem is a disconnect. It's the disconnect because he don't feel comfortable even confronting them. Talking to them, what y'all doing out here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the tribal community part. Because if you was really on it, you like, hey man, what's going on, man? What y'all
But
doing?
you can't do that.
I've done it. I will do it again.
Yeah, Brandon can't do that. I'm sorry. I understand that you did it, Lenny. Okay, but Brandon ain't built.
At all. Let's be clear about that, brother. I'm not about to sit here and fight 3 dudes off, man. I'm not, man. I'm not
All right.
that dude right this point in my life. I'm not.
Yes, I'm gonna give you the fair one. All
What's
right.
happened to? Let's go back. Let's go back to the day party with the CD dudes.
All
I
right.
wasn't. I was gone when it went down. Remember the CD dudes
Yeah.
and your man.
How
So I
about
understand you a peacekeeper. I understand that. I get that.
Let's talk about that for a minute. How
who
many
was fraudulent?
dudes was it?
Who was fraudulent? Was it
Oh, there was
me?
about 10 to 20. I
No,
didn't
it
say
was it
anything.
was it was Joe. Joe Sean was the one that was out of pocket. Remember,
Okay.
he put his mixed CD on the cars,
And he tossed
and
that
Joe went
motherfucker.
ahead and tossed it like a frisbee. And then Lenny said, "I'm down for whatever." And then I analyzed the situation. It was 20 Westside dudes, and it was just 4.
But me and
All
Lenny,
right.
good because sometimes you gotta teach. Like these are teachable moments, man.
Or you gotta live. Like
Say what?
sometimes you gotta be. You gotta live though too, man. You gotta live. Like you don't know what they had on them. You didn't have no piece on you from out of town. You weren't ready for that.
One
Joe
of them
was
might
trying
have
to
had,
get a couple
maybe
percent.
one of them might have
But
had a
I
high
got
point.
these hands
These
though.
hands.
Bro, you was
I
not
got
trying to
these
fight.
hands.
Hey, but
You
I
was
remember there was some young cats, and if you sticking CDs on cars, one of y'all might have a high point between the 5 of y'all. You know what I'm saying? High point might even work properly. You pull that thing out. But it wasn't that. For me, I didn't say anything. I don't think I said anything. If they got aggressive with me, but I didn't do nothing. I was just
Oh, Lenny said he was ready though. That's what
Yeah.
it was.
Lenny, he
That's what the
said,
word on
yeah,
the street was. I'm ready. I'm like,
yeah,
nigga, you here visiting? Chilling. You really want to fight right now?
yeah.
oh yeah, I got
Between
family
you?
in Atlanta. I just don't visit them, but I got plenty of family in Atlanta. So.
yeah.
But I was
Lenny.
just it's just when it's with that fight or flight scenario. It's one of them.
Or analyze the situation and see what you're dealing with. Like, well, I mean,
Well, I wasn't driving; I was riding. So when anything comes down to it, I gotta defend myself.
Brandon was
I'm not saying
driving.
saying I wasn't a fault. I'm saying let's look into that though, bro.
No, I
Like,
wasn't riding with
You are
y'all, but we
saying
was
that.
remember we wouldn't
You're
buy each
literally
other.
saying that.
I'm saying that. I'm saying let's not get to that point. We don't have to. If it was 4-6, I'm with you. They was literally about 15 deep, if y'all not remember correctly.
It's true. It's true because some was across the street and some was in the parking lot. And when they saw it, they was like, "Hold on, what's going on?" They started crossing the street.
Hello, like, come on, man. I know y'all
But
was
that's
feeling good and all, but come on,
yeah, but
man.
that's a weekend for
Hold on,
us,
you
man.
putting it on us like we did start or something.
Yeah, we didn't
We was
start
just
it.
No,
walking the cars.
y'all didn't do anything. Just ready for the action. Joe was the one that did the frisbee flip. I get that, and I'm telling the young boys like he ain't mean like that. No disrespect. And Joe started talking off the mouth, and I'm like, nigga, I know you made me. Like, so relax, champ. Like, let's keep it a
Joe
buck.
disappeared. Didn't Joe disappear?
No, we got in the
Nah,
car.
he was
What happened was we
hit
remember
Joe.
he was
Joe
R2
rode.
was in the car and we was in the
Yeah,
car.
you
And
rode with me in the back. Yeah,
Brandon
you rode with me.
he did the hostage negotiator. He told us to
Yeah.
get in the
I
car and
did.
leave. He
I think
brokered the
I think I was
deal.
with him. I think I was with him. I think I was also
You with
with
me.
him.
Yeah, you was with me. I had to
Yeah, y'all
calm
was in the car
Lenny.
together.
Yeah.
I had to calm Lenny and Joe down. Like, yo, y'all go ahead and leave. Let me take. And dude was like, have your boy watch his mouth. He will. Like, that's what dude said. Have your boy watch his mouth. Oh, he good, man. He just had a couple of drinks. I'm gonna take a CD out though. It looks like it's gonna be fire. Let's go. And we
Yeah,
got
like
out.
if you giving this CD for free, it can't be fired. And you shouldn't
I
be putting
was.
CDs on people's car. This ain't no club flyer. Putting CDs on for some waste
See
of
now you
money at
sound.
that.
See now you
How
sound
you out
like
here giving
Joe.
away
See
free CDs and you an artist?
But you was
I
about to
don't.
now
knock
you
that
sound
dude
like
out.
Joe.
I messed around and signed onto a record contract right there. Let me hear it. Is you good? Start a label with you tonight.
So look,
Hey
look,
man,
the
hood
thing we
ass
just
niggas. I'm cool.
the
No,
thing we
I'm listen. I'm not that guy, but I will defend myself.
the,
I ain't saying you won't. We all will, but we outnumbered though. P bad severely.
the situation that we just talked about is
I got more
lightweight.
situation, but go ahead. Visit.
Is lightweight the problem? Like your attempt to get your likes, your money, and your followers is extra aggressive. It's in my face and it's not comfortable to experience, especially for goofy Joe who did the frisbee flip, right? Like he felt some kind of way about that. And we all understand it.
We
We
gotta get him on a podcast. So we gotta get Joe on an episode to ask him what was he thinking. Go ahead, man.
I want
We
I
went
want
about
to
it wrong. If that
I
was
want
me and I was driving, and they were right there, I would gladly take off my car and say, I don't even like rap music. This rap, I don't like it. Here you go, brother. Be blessed. And get out my car.
Sound like you wanted some smoke then too, brother.
No, but I wouldn't threw in the ground, but I don't know, put in my car. I don't know what's coming from, what's on it. I'm like, here you go,
Joe
brother.
said,
I don't want your CD.
bro, Joe said, what is this shit?
Yeah, he was
Oh
lit. He was
God.
lit. He was
yeah.
lit. He
And that
was
dude
lit.
said, "Hey, yo, man, I paid for that." And Joe just walked away.
There you go. Joe walked away.
He
He
said,
felt
"Hey,
like
man,
he had
He
yeah,
should have
go
threw
ahead,
$20 at him. That's what
go
he
ahead."
should have did. Set it
Nah, he
all the
felt
way
like
off.
he felt like he had backing because we was there. But I'm like, nah, I ain't nigga. You ain't analyze the room, champ. You didn't analyze the situation like I did when I walked over here
It's
and
it's
I
not like
said,
you saw Irv and Lenny tossing tossing the
nah,
CD.
yeah. There you go. It's like, oh, champ. So if we was gonna fight, it's gonna be us on the group 15 dudes, bro. Joe would have been one of the quitter. He'd been knocked out in the street somewhere. Like, come
But
on,
respect
man.
begets respect. But if you're gonna be disrespectful to people, you better be about that action
Man,
at
come
all
on,
times.
man. You know how much energy it takes to fight at the point of our lives, even in your
I'm not trying to
30s.
fight anybody right now. I'm
Yeah,
just
You know how
saying
much energy it
if
takes to fight, bro.
yeah.
And if you out of shape, throwing 5 punches, you don't beat, man. You out of shape.
Hey, man, if I can't kill you in 45 seconds, understand I'm running away.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you
Hey,
go.
if you're not lifeless, man, I'm out.
All right, so most people that talk like that, man, can't even run a half a mile without passing out, or even a quarter of a mile without passing out. Now you also like some dudes, grown men, man. Come on,
but
man, stop playing, man.
if he
Stop
could
playing.
run a half a mile straight, his mind frame would be different. He would know what type of power he has, and he wouldn't even be suckered into that type of conversation. He's like, listen, man, y'all already know. I heard all y'all out here. Just take your CD and be blessed. And he goes $20, get you some more CDs, because I don't have the time for this. I don't want to do some court cases.
Okay, I can live with that, bro. I can live with that,
He
but
was
it
a
ain't
different
how it went
wave.
down.
I mean, it's the idea that our young black brothers think. That's years ago that I'm gonna burn these CDs up and go put people's cars so they can hear my mixtape. Just moving backwards all the way around.
I mean, but
That is,
CDs cost 30 cent, man.
he could be doing something highly more productive for this time than
Okay,
that.
hey, I'm not gonna argue that. I'm not gonna argue that.
I got a whole list of things he could have been
Oh
doing.
man, this is going way left. This is going all the way bad. So I apologize again, fellas. Y'all watching it? The goons from the side we talking about. I apologize for these guys, man. They ain't going way left.
Hey, I'm on
Way.
Campbellton Road, baby. Come see me.
Oh man, sheesh.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm on national.
you know, that's where the car wash at. I'm talking about, brother.
I'm on national, baby.
That's where the car was at. Car wash is at on Old Nat in the hood. So
You gonna be walking downtown. And that's a Toro dude right there. There you go.
there you go. Hey, my bad,
You see
man.
the video, cuz.
I didn't mean to go to a different turn with this discussion, man. But that was just part of the whole
It was still in the same vein.
suspect.
No, that's a good lesson though. The idea of that we was all black brothers and we all treat each other as strangers in that situation. You know
And
what
we
I'm
all
saying?
came out of it. We all came out of it to speak about it.
But it shouldn't have even been there. It should have it's just the whole level of the situation. It should have been a different camaraderie amongst us all.
Hold on, man. Nobody got touched, man. That was pretty good. That's
no, it shouldn't even have been a aggressive conversation. You know, it should have been a different. The level of respect amongst us is not there. I'm just saying, not there.
Joe threw the CD like a frisbee.
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. I'll give an example of just not respecting each other properly, not giving the proper respect.
Like a discus thrower.
Because I move like this.
Circles 3 times.
You don't never know who you dealing with in the world. You might be at the grocery store, somebody getting you away, you cuss him out. He could be a full blown serial killer for all you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who you talking to in the world.
In theory, but in this situation, you knew what you was dealing with, though. You knew we was getting into, though. P. Let's be honest. Getting into.
I'm a free agent, baby. I wasn't getting into nothing. Wasn't nobody about to run up on me.
Nobody.
It wasn't about to happen.
That's what Lenny said he was about whatever. Ain't nobody coming to me.
What you talking about?
All right, I'm gonna let it get that far, man. So,
I appreciate you.
We start fighting hood niggas, man.
I wouldn't let it get that far neither, because I probably would have talked to the brother. Listen, brother, this ain't nothing. Like, what's this about? I'll get to that level with them, but sometimes you gotta show your teeth before you get to the dialogue.
Let me ask y'all off topic question here, but it kind of goes hand in hand. So you remember when Charlemagne got jumped, right? When he's in New York going to work to the radio station, and he
didn't get jumped. He got punched in the face,
and then he ran. How many dudes would have had taken or took for you guys to run? Like, what's the number? You gonna analyze it, see what you're dealing with, whether that be 2 dudes, 3 dudes, 4 dudes, before you I'm gonna either fight or I'm out. Which one? Like, how many dudes would it take? And everybody in the head Jason Bourne, but I mean, realistically, as a human being, how many dudes would it take?
It takes me feeling like I'm not gonna survive for me to run. If it's 2 or 5 or I don't think it's a number. It's like because think about it. If it's 10 people, and you murder the first one, now 8 of them people is thinking about, hey,
who said it's a good idea?
Hey, whoa, let me think this over. So I feel like my
but again, Charlemagne situation, you got yourself though, pimp. No gun, no nothing, no weapon.
I'm cool with shooting a fair one. That's just how I was raised. I was a dude who tried to leave a fight and went home, and my mother was like, "What happened?" And she was like, "All right, well, let's go back." And I'm like, "Oh man, I thought I made it out." And she's like, "No, this is a part of it. If you having these problems, you don't have to go ahead and swing these hands."
I got whooped in my store. I got whooped and had to go back and fight.
Well, the whooping came after.
So I got whooped before the second bout.
I got directed back to the fight, and then after the fight, I still got a whooping because why you leaving?
Man, that's crazy.
So it's just different.
I think it's a flaw, and I think it's a young son mentality. It's a flaw. It's a flaw.
No, it's not.
But it's no one ups. You can't get no one ups. We're gonna get nobody no one ups.
What is wrong with death? What's wrong
It's
with
inevitable.
fighting? What is wrong with fighting to your death?
Nothing if it's on principle.
Right, and it's on principle until I feel like, oh, I'm about to die.
Let me get it skedaddle.
Then I'm skedaddling. Like that's just what it is. Because if I win this, I am king.
One
I am.
against. How
Well,
are
for
you
me,
king, bro? How's that for me, Irv? How you king?
So listen,
1-5.
because you again, if you murder the first one, the 5 don't
How?
exist no more.
How?
What do you
What techniques you gonna use?
nose
Your
going into the
hands?
brainstem.
right? Like if it's very easy to snap a neck. It's very easy to do.
So now, see,
It's
didn't
very
I?
easy
But
to do these things.
didn't I give you all the name before I asked the question? I said you are not Jason Bourne. You are not MacGyver. All
Hold
right, you
on, man.
just
Listen,
go
I
ahead.
don't know. I am prior military,
Okay.
so you are not Jason Bourne. Don't mean nothing to me. Like
All right.
that's a falsity to me. I believe that I am not Jason Bourne, but that don't mean that I can't pull this off. I'm
All right.
positive that
But
I'm not Jason Bourne.
I wanted to reiterate that I don't think either one of us up here would be in the same as Charlemagne, because it's about respect factor. You know, we would give people the proper respect where people wouldn't want to snuff us out anyway. You know, you out here running around some crab business and people snuff you out from your place of employment. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you doing?
So Brandon, now we
You
gonna
didn't.
bounce the
You
question
didn't
to
answer
you.
the question, but cool.
Who,
Oh,
me?
I didn't answer it.
You answered it in a weird way. P ain't answered yet. I want to know how many dudes will it take for you to analyze the situation and be like, I'm fighting or I'm running. How many dudes would it take? Herb said he gonna fight all 10, so I get he.
It depends. It's on the situation. If I'm cornered, I'm taking off on somebody, and we gonna see how it go. The goal is to take off and get avenue, get out of there. But I'm taking off on somebody. If it's fight or flight, they got me surrounded and they got ill intentions for me. First person that stepped close enough to me, I'm taking off on him, and we gonna see where it go.
If
I respect
if
that.
if a gun is involved, why would I run anyway?
This
Cool.
is all hands. This is all hands.
All right, if it's all
No
hands, man.
weapons.
Hey, man. Listen, you ain't never seen somebody head get blown off. That's just you ain't never seen a body just missing pieces of itself. And when you see these things, you start understanding that death is for all of us, man. You can't you can't pick how you leaving here. So I'm not gonna be afraid of these sort of situations. You know, these are things that I think about because you need to know when will you run. You must know these things as a man. You can't think about them on the fly. And I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable knowing that I will shoot you the fair one, all of y'all. As long as it's one at a
Damn.
time. As long as it's one at a time. If y'all gonna jump me, then I'm about to get my ass beat. But if y'all see me break this man's neck, now you like, oh man, if he get his hands on my neck, is he gonna break mine? And I'm like, yes, I will.
It's
If
a
I can
difference.
get
Bruh.
Yeah, and it's different now
Bruh.
too, because you know we all three of us
This
when you were younger. Everybody got somebody to go home to counting on you. This is about getting home now. It's like, listen, you interfere in my family. You know what I'm saying? Playing around.
I'm fearful that my aggressive ass Cleveland wife may second guess my manhood if I told her I ran from a fight.
I don't know if she would. If you told her the optics of it and the layout of it, I don't think she would, bro.
No, she gonna
I
say
don't
I
think she
thought you would
would.
fight to the death. You told me you fight to the death.
Now listen, world, I never agree with the fight to the death talk.
Oh yeah,
Just
I'm
for
all
the
about
record.
that. I ain't trying to be here to aid you, man.
Yeah. I'm getting up out of there. I'm getting my couple of jugs in and getting up out of there.
That's all I'm saying, brother. Let's have a real conversation.
I've never
I'm
been
with
jumped
you.
in my life, and I don't the energy I choose to give out to the world. If you try to jump me, you just something wrong with you. You gonna tell somebody about it, they're gonna be like, "Wow, such a good dude." You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with you? So I'm like, you put out in the world what you get back. You know, if you talk about Charlemagne, you put a lot of negative energy out there, so it's gonna come back to you. He's kind of lucky. That's the worst we got that ever happened to him that we know about. Energy
True.
projects.
So Brandon,
True.
do you expect that from Charlemagne?
Do I expect he was gonna get jumped?
No, like what you saw, because that's a reality. You know, you're asking me a hypothetical, something that has not happened. But
Well, we talked about the whole Atlanta Hood dude, so that could have happened.
what?
That could have
The
happened.
Atlanta,
Man.
the gas station dude.
Yeah, not the gas station. I'm talking about the after the day party dudes. That could have happened. Is what I'm getting at. Like talking about 4 versus 15. What's the number in your head where you like, man, this don't make sense. When you just do you analyze situation and you gotta make a decision, like either pipe up or pipe down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm asking
I
for
feel like that's
you.
much. I
You
feel like that's much
your
different than
answer.
what you explained. I feel like that's much different.
It's the same concept though,
Well, I
brother.
piped up. Apparently, y'all said I piped up. I don't remember
Well,
piping
you
up.
popped up in the car, from what I understood, but that was already down the
Who, me?
street. Yeah,
No,
you
I
and
didn't pop
Joe
up in
was
the
making
car.
back.
He was hype. I was like, man, this where we going next? Like
Oh,
I
I
didn't
bet he
really care
was.
about it. Yeah, he was. I was like, where we going
Yeah,
next? I was trying to
and I,
keep the party going, man. I didn't want nothing to deviate. I was on vacation, but yeah. But the thing is, I don't go looking for that type of. I don't like. I wouldn't have threw the CD. Like I told you, I'd have grabbed it. But this y'all's, man. Hey man, this rap. I don't even like it. Here y'all go. Hey, be blessed. Good luck.
that's still disrespectful though, bro.
No, I wouldn't say it like that. I was like, yo, I don't listen to hip hop like that. So you wasting your CD on me. Just go, here
Right.
you go.
Oh, okay.
Have a good day.
Right, I got
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
That's
Listen,
better.
man, I'm not. I just want to put this out there, man. I'm not a violent person,
Oh, I'm not
but
saying you are, brother.
But
but
you down to fight to the death.
listen, I'm down to fight to the death, man.
You want some real blood sport, Van Damme type
Like
kick.
No, I was
yo,
gonna say this man is really Van Damme for real. This nigga is Bruce Lee.
Let's get him out of Thailand, man. Get some little shorts. Get him to kicking.
listen, come on, man. How you gonna be making love the next time after that? Like every experience after surviving that is glorious. It's glorious because of your success. Because somebody tried to take you out, and
So
you
is
want.
your wife there? They trying to jump you? You saying your wife there?
I don't care who's there. My
I'm just
shadow can
messing
be
with
there.
you.
It's just a fact because I didn't give nobody that energy. So if you came at me like that, understand I'm giving you this wrath because I don't give nobody that energy. Nobody in this world can say that Rondell hated on me. Rondell, treated me this way. Rondell ain't shit. Nobody can say that. So if a group of people are coming at me like this, yes, I'm
Let's
sort of
dive into
defending.
this. Let's dive in. So B
We
Jones,
already had an hour.
what's the hold on? What's
Hold
the
on.
rule
B
number rule for
Jones.
fighting?
Kumate.
What's the number rule to fighting?
What's the question, P?
What's the number one rule to fighting or
Win.
engaging in fisticuffs?
Oh
Win.
man, protect your face, brother. Protect your face.
The number one rule is there is no rules.
Is no
So if
rules,
you want to rub
Brandon.
and try to jump me, whatever near me is a weapon now.
Oh, so you using a weapon?
If
Yeah,
it's five of
Brandon.
y'all, yeah, it's no honor. It's like he said, it's no honor in dying and losing. Now I'm not
Listen,
trying to fight to the death, but if you're
Tell
trying
him.
to jump me for some reason,
Tell
I'm
him.
gonna defend myself any way I can. He needs to get out of there or
I
to
beat your
stop it.
ass, Charles. I beat your ass with Charles. Listen, man, y'all don't know, man. Like, it's no rules in these type of fights, Brandon. That's all I'm saying. Now, regular stuff, I'm humble. I'm not even trying to get to the point of fighting. But the situation you gave me lets me know that I might be meeting God in a couple minutes. So let me show this man how much I love myself. Let me show this man how much I'll fight for myself to survive. So if I do pop up, be like, hey man, I saw it. Hey,
You got a lot of
AK,
heart.
you got a lot of heart, baby.
Sir.
You got a lot of heart, baby. I
Hey,
see
bring him
you
to the
out
front of the
there.
line. Bring him to the front of the line. VIP.
You bit his throat. You bit his trachea. Hey man, it was right there. It was right there. I was going for something. You's a bad man, Rondell. You's bad. That's just the energy, because again, I'm never hostile. Brandon, when do you know me to be hostile? Hostile.
You have moments, sir. It depends on what you define as hostile. You have moments where it's like, what is this nigga doing? Like
that I was bringing aggression to something. It was unwarranted. It was unwarranted.
Gold Teeth Irv was off the hook. You not remember him?
Please tell me, because I don't. Lenny, is he true? Is this
The
true?
confluence parties and the second, third round of Hennessy, whatever your drink was back then.
Yeah, but what? Do you remember any altercations?
With dudes? Nah, not with dudes per se, but I do. When you feeling saucy, you ready though. When you feeling saucy, bro.
Listen, I remember altercations. I remember people feeling some kind of way. And then when I showed them my demeanor, it was like, oh, okay, we
You
all
mean
good.
business, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. Okay, I understand because I make mistakes. Players fuck up, right? But am I being egregious towards you? Am I overtly disrespecting you? That's all I want to know. And if the answer is no, let's relax. Let's fall back. Let's get a drink. Let's chill. Let's enjoy these women.
Okay,
That's just
fair enough. I'll
I
give you
mean,
that. That's
I'm not
player.
yeah, I'm
That's
not
player.
aggression, man. I don't know, Lenny.
Mm,
Am I lying, Lenny?
Yeah, I mean, you're not a fighter. I tell that. Like you
Thank
don't pick
you.
fights. You're defensive, but you're not a guy to go looking for fights, or a man rather.
So that's basically you are flipping a switch if that's how you approach me. You are asking for this person. You're knocking on the door.
so let me ask a different question differently. So what y'all had done in the gas station scenario again today? Three dudes, young goons, look suspicious. Would y'all had got gas, or would you have went to a different station?
Gas
At
all
this
day.
point in your life, currently, gas
Gas all
up or
day.
went down the street.
I'd have got gas and I probably been fumbling inside my car for about 5 minutes. And I got
Yeah.
probably, what up with y'all? Y'all good?
Yeah.
I hit it. I just want to see what up with y'all. They like, what up? And I'm like, cool.
Because I always have my blade on me. And more times than not, I have a 4.5 on me. So I'm comfortable defending my body. So I'm not pressed about dudes posted up. I'm not pressed about uh people expressing themselves negatively. It's not gonna throw me off my path because if it does, we go into these ridiculous these ridiculous ideas in Irv's head. But as long as we cordial, I can deal with that uncomfortableness of walking past you while there's no car by you, while there's no business by you, while there's nothing positive about you. I personally can walk right past you because it's on
Respect.
you. It's on you. I'm not about to be aggressive to you. I'm not about to tell you, hey man, what the fuck you doing out here, looking like a bum?
What's the CeeLo line? CeeLo got a line where dude carjacking. He get the drop on him. He like, man, just drop me off on the corner, man. I could have shot you, but I ain't even tripping. You can have this car. This
Killer,
car is not worth my life or your life.
Killer
Just take me to
Mike,
the house.
Killer Mike got a whole song about this. Like, yo,
Oh
you got
yeah.
the lick, the weed is in the car, the gun is in the car, money in my pocket. Just going about your business. Like that's a way you handle it because the loss is on. The way Killer Mike explained it was already two dudes on him with guns pointed, and he played it like a player. Like, hey, you got me, homeboy. Take what you need and go about your business. But it got real gangster when they tried to be egregious, and that's all I'm saying. When
Oh,
you
that's
try to be egregious,
that was
then
a true story. True story.
oh
I
no
don't
no
know.
no, it's
Great
just a
song though.
Oh, it's a
yeah,
made it up. Okay.
it's a narrative though, and it kind of speaks to what I'm
Hits
saying.
home, right? I got you.
Yeah, I'm just as egregious as you. I'm reflecting your energy. So if it's a lick and I got caught, guess what, player? You got
You
me.
got me.
You got me, player. Like it ain't nothing I can do. The drop is on. Take what you can. Just let me leave with my life. Because if I feel like my life is about to be taken, then we about to play the same game.
Hmm.
And that's a nice show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give it up to our host, Ronnie Dale, co-host Brandon Jones. I'm Lenny Fraud. This has been False Idols.
Hey man, transparency, right?
Yeah, most
Yeah,
definitely.
try
No,
to
I was
give it to
just
him.
no, but it is like you stated, though. Your energy levels, and energy levels you give off, subconsciously and consciously is key on how people interact with you. Because they listen. You might get out the car and they might saw you as a lick. You might say, "What up, brother?" They be like, "Oh, that's somebody about something." Like, let him go. He seemed cool. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this next one.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen,
I,
out here
I
watching
I
this.
wasn't around for that long, so brother, I would never know. So I hit them with the deuces. So,
Play
He
these,
scared it.
play these scenarios in your head, ladies, gentlemen, young and old. All right, because the world is crazy. So try to look at your life from crazy perspectives, so you can make rational decisions
there you go.
in irrational times.
There you go.
All
That's
right,
better.
you
And
want
right
to be
now, stay out of Atlanta.
Oh, absolutely,
make
absolutely, brother.
rational decisions because I'm not going to approve and say that my decision is rational. It's just mine. and I have to own it. I can't deviate from it. But that's not you. That is not your path. How Brandon feel. Brandon's not doing none of that. Brandon, no, Brandon's not getting into the thick of it at all. So that and nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it, correct?
Nah, not at all. I
Not
think
not
one on
not
one.
one
I
thing.
think I think one on one. Good. Let's go. You know what I'm saying, I'm cool. One on one. You start talking about 1-on-3, 1-on-4, man. It's just I don't like them chances, brother. That's all.
Sound like a
That's
party.
just me.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
just
a
me, brother.
tango. Y'all want a tango?
Yeah, I'll be
That's
your
just me.
Huckleberry all day. I'll be your Huckleberry, baby.
So hey,
Put my face on the t-shirt.
You can make the news.
you see, put my face on the TV. How do I say goodbye?
To what we had.
Man, hey, that
No,
female ego is
what's the P
fragile.
version? What was the unbounded version?
I don't know.
Oh,
Homies. The
yeah.
shut up, B. All right, man. Hey, I think we did a good job, man. How we gonna wrap it up though? We
I think people probably shaking their head now. Like, what they got going on? I think, hey, what's the wrap up, brother? There's some crazy stories in themselves.
they
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
man.
Well,
They
everybody
are.
got a journey. You know, if you get to this point in life, everybody got a story. Everybody got a journey.
Not every day though, P. Not every day. So I mean, this just happened today, by the way. This wasn't last week. Today.
Well, I mean, you in Atlanta. It's like one of the worst urban cities in America right now.
And how you not gonna find three brothers at a gas station in Atlanta? That should be every gas station in Atlanta.
Nah, the way they was set up, the way they was like, the way they was saying that just didn't make sense, brother. It wasn't
And
no
they were selling
car.
drugs.
It was could be. It wasn't no car. It was no nothing going on where they were standing at. But other just they was just scoping. That's it. Didn't make sense, Irv. That's all I'm
It,
saying. But
it and if we knew that we had a better culture, it wouldn't bother you. You
that's
know,
part of it.
because
That's part of it. Let's talk about that. That's part of it. But like if they came out to the store or they're getting gas or they had a landscaping business and getting gas for lawnmowers, no problem. Ain't about them being black. They color. It's the way they look, bro. It looks suspicious. Like they just did. Pants just sagging. They was over just hanging out. They wasn't doing nothing productive. They were literally loitering. They were trespassing. It looked suspect, bro. 11
The loiter
o'clock
squad.
on,
he said they were literally loitering.
11
That's a tongue
o'clock on a
twister.
Thursday. Where you? What y'all doing? Why ain't y'all getting to this bag? Go work. Go do something.
They're looking for
Don't
a lick.
analyze everybody that pull up. We know us though. P is what I'm getting at.
But this means something, and that's what we don't understand. We don't understand that jacking somebody at a gas station for they whip and then riding it around all week before the cops come and get it. It means something. Remember, I maybe just like 2 weeks ago, it was a female, I think in Detroit. She had like a white Mercedes, and a
Mm-hmm.
dude stole the Mercedes and was going to get his dreads fixed or something. And she seen it. She reported it for 3 or 4 days, and she had been tracking it. But she finally found the dude. And she kind of beat his ass. But that was cool to him. You know, it's not like he stole it and then sold it and then pocketed the bag and was looking for the next Vic. He got the car detailed. He he got the wheels waxed up. I mean, this means something to them, and I have no idea what it means to them. What
It's all about the clout.
the clout? It's all about the look of stuff. Why? Why would you rob a black woman of a Mercedes and not sell it? Why would you just ride it around? Why, Brandon?
Man, that's a whole other show, brother. Because let me tell you, in Atlanta, they don't care who you are, whether you're a celebrity or regular person. You gonna get got. You gonna get got. I can name probably 10 celebrities off the top of my head, who got this past year when it comes to their car, from Ludacris to Akon to your boy Tyrese got a crib down here. He got a Range Rover. What happens is you go to a gas station. I'm gonna tell you how. Again, this is another show, but these boys down here are so good in Atlanta. I'm gonna send y'all video clips too. They're so good down here in Atlanta. You look at your key in the car to go pump gas. Even your car's off, they'll jump in your car and take it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm a
Hold on,
little
how you
bit.
leave your car on the pump
Yeah,
gas?
where y'all from? Who raised
Y'all do
y'all?
that? Where y'all do that at?
Yeah, leave
But
my car
listen,
running.
it's not
When I
not
get a
just
gas
running, but
station, I roll
you
my
leave,
windows up. I take my keys out with my family in the car.
bro. But
Just lock
listen
the
though, I'm
door.
talking about when they at the gas station though, bro. They leave the key in the car, so they go pump the gas with the keys in the car. Most of these cars are, push to start,
It's a quick
so
fix.
they
Turn your
jump
car
in.
off. Put the fob in your pocket. It's a
Yeah.
quick
But
fix.
the car, I'm saying the car is turned off. The keys in the car, so they jump
I need
in.
to. I need to come to Atlanta and teach urban survival tactics for about
Okay, so
$1,000 an hour.
how about this one? We can end it on this note.
All
So
right.
in Atlanta too, they do now too. They'll like say you in a like downtown or in a popular part of town. What they do is somebody like bumps you or like in the back they'll bump you or rear end you, whatever. Get out your car and they'll have that boy stuff in your car while you get out the car. Like, so whether that, what I'm saying, like they have a setup automatically on top how they gonna plot to get you. What the car you want, guy, is it popular or not? And they'll bump you on purpose so you get out your car, check on them, make sure everybody's good, and then I have that boy get in the car and take the car. That's real.
That's
Like,
old school.
Yeah, that's old school, man.
Listen, we gotta get with Scotty and we gotta get an urban class up on this site. Urban
but
survival tactics.
you're saying who, but y'all ain't got to worry about that. Though. Now Seattle, I'm not sure about Seattle. I know in Columbus, I ain't to worry about pumping gas in Columbus, bro. Like,
Mm-mm.
but this is the
Unless you in
climate here
certain
in Atlanta
spots.
now, though.
True, true.
Yeah, I mean everybody went down to the stun floss, and now the goons showed up to the party.
All right,
It's
so
like we hungry. Where the money at? It's in
you gotta
Atlanta.
protect yourself. All right, so now I am legend. Everybody's trying to get to this bread. Like people struggling, like they doing survival tactics. So that's where I'm getting at. So you really gotta have your third eye really activated now. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, most definitely,
Anybody
most
can get
definitely.
got. So when we in the chat, I'm gonna put stuff out about this, and y'all can see for yourself. Like, yeah, he got got. Because these are in Buckhead. These are in suburban parts of town. Still getting got too. Don't matter where you at in the A. They coming after you. That's all I'm
It's the
saying.
Robin Hood approach. Rob from the rich to get to the poor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
No,
no, no, no.
no. I understand how brothers look. I'm not gonna go next door and try to rob from the brother that's got the same thing I got. Go out here Buckhead with people who got over exaggerated incomes. Well, all they gonna do is go call the insurance company and write it off. Let me go get something. Come on back to the hood.
Which problem? Well, that's for another one. That's for another one.
Well, let's put it out there. Let me put the energy out there.
No, we good. We good. We
Okay.
good. Because we gonna let this dude go to sleep. Me and you, we can take a break and jump back on. We gonna let this sleep.
Oh man, I got stories for days, brother.
Okay, well, I appreciate you being on this this lovely podcast because we're gonna get them all out of you.
All out of them.
Every single
Oh,
one
for
of them.
sure. I mean, hey, any topic we can hit it.
No, we good, man. We did our time, man, y'all.
I'm talking about like next. I'm talking about in the future. Any topic that's what I'm getting at. Survival tactics in the urban environment. We talked about, what I'm saying, how to protect yourself, all
I'm
that.
not about to ask you none of them questions, Brandon.
But listen. If you pumping your gas and you walking away from your car, please don't leave it running.
It's not running though. The key's just in your car, but your car's turned off, but the key fob's in the car.
Yeah, put the key fob in your pocket.
It don't make no sense because if the key is in the car, then anybody can have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, these things are
preventable. Is what you're getting at.
Yeah, they're preventable. They're weird to hear.
So if somebody bumps you though while you driving, somebody bumps you, you get out. Would you get out the car?
Yes, that's part of the process.
But see, I'm not getting out the car on the road. I'm pulling over to a little gas station parking lot. I'm getting out. I'm seeing everything you got in your car. And we playing it from there. I'm not pulling over just right to the side of the road with my car running. I'll cut my car off with my key in my pocket. We gonna talk about this fender bender.
Now that's
exchange some information.
That's what you're supposed to do. But the typical person is not. The typical person is going to do exactly how the scenario goes. That's why it's a good hustle, because you hit somebody, they usually get out the car, complain. We can't deny that. It's a great hustle, Brandon. You got to be ready for it. You got to be able to understand what Lenny just said. Like, somebody hit you, you pull over to the side, you should call the cops.
Oh, well, Brandon leaves. He's not doing none of that. I'll call you. I'll call the cops when I get home. Like, I ain't.
You can't
That's where we
leave.
at with it.
You
Oh, I
can't
can't.
leave.
Well, most
Little,
places right now, you
little
can't even
Nick.
get nobody to come out. I think Columbus, you got to be fingerprint. They tell you to change information and on their
There you
website,
go.
but they ain't got
You
right now.
can't
They don't got time
leave.
for that.
Okay.
Nigga,
Okay.
what you talking about? I got little Nick. I'll call him this morning, man. Well, you have a good day, sir. And
This
tell
scenario
your goon in the back, don't worry about me. I'm good. So
this scenario is personal to me because my uncle caught his charge based off of this. My uncle caught his charge because he got hit in the back. Right, a scam was going on. He got hit in the back, and he felt like it was a scam because it was snowing. And he was like, "Yo, why would you be already stopped and then hit me?" So the scam was on. Somebody was trying to do the same thing to him, and so he went home, and they reported him. They reported him for leaving.
oh well, I'm good with that.
Yeah, it led to a bunch of other shit. We
Yeah,
ain't
but
gonna
we gonna get into that right
get into
now.
other shit. But he was like, "Yo, you ain't about to get me," and it led to other BS. But I didn't know that. I didn't know you could just leave. That's thank you, because I'll do that now.
Yeah, but they ask for you to work it out with your sales, and then report it to them if that person is not cooperative. You like to pay information, but I know because right now with us, it's a website. On the party website, you just go out there and log it in,
All
which
right,
is crazy. But
What can the cops do realistically for an accident? If you're not hurt, nobody's. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can they do besides document it?
come on, man. You can't ask what can cops do. Anything they want.
well, no, cops come to the scene, and if it's not like a clear cut indication what happened, they do that. They do the sketch. You ever see the car accident? They do the sketch and see and tell you who is at fault. So
So
they come up.
citations and document. That's it.
That's it.
I'm cool.
Supposedly.
I'll talk. I'll do all that when I get home, man. I ain't got time to deal with if somebody set me up or not. I ain't gonna get that far with it. So that's just me. Depends how where I'm at with it, but that's just me.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
Yeah,
Like that's an appropriate way to approach the scenario. Don't take what we say like it needs to be done.
Like
Especially
it's the
if I
Bible.
say,
Like it's
yeah,
the street Bible. Yeah.
right. Don't take that from me.
there's no such thing
Maybe
as a street Bible. So yeah,
maybe
don't look.
Brandon.
Everything
Maybe
is scenario based, situational based. You gotta know where you at all times and who you dealing with.
so so how we do, guys?
Oh,
Did we at
we
least
nailed it, man. We free flow. You know what I'm saying? We hit a lot of points. We had got a good conversation, good story. Man, talking to two people, so can't
fight to
make
the
this.
death? Fight to the
All
death.
right, I
Don't
got
get
you.
out your car and stay out of Atlanta.
And don't go to the gas station with three dudes in there just chilling, freestyling. Go to a different gas station. That's just me, but do what y'all
And
do.
they was freestyling.
It looked like they was
He
doing
throwing some
something
salt on
different.
it. He just threw some salt on that.
Yeah, because if they
Something,
freestyling,
something different.
I'm
I'm
definitely
gonna
got
stay. I'm gonna
lyrics.
start listening. Like,
Yeah,
who
I'm
got
about to
something?
jump in.
Hey, brother, I'm cool.
We can't with you, man. I'm good, man.
I'm cool, brother.
Y'all niggas rapping and tapping over here. I ain't about this life.
Yeah, I'm cool, brother.
I
All
ain't
right, well,
about the life, but yeah, it is what it is. In the end, you safe and sound, car intact.
right.
I'm on the podcast hearing my story, brother. That's all that matters, man.
They gonna see it and be like, look at this motherfucker talking this
Look at
shit
this
about his
soft
man.
ass nigga, man. He
Yeah, man.
should jump that nigga.
I was really freestyling, man. I'm trying to be like Outcast down here, baby.
I was waiting for the bus to come to go to Bible study, and he stereotyped me and said I was a goon. All
I
right,
rebuke
man.
him.
Yeah,
Hey
rebuke
man,
me, you shall,
they
please.
probably was some 12-year-olds at that.
Nah, they was grown men. They wasn't no 12-year-olds, bro.
They was
They was
waiting to go to
at
football
least 21.
practice. They was going to get picked up for football practice right there at that gas station.
Not at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday, brother.
And
Well,
they grow
Thursday.
big. They grow big in the South, man. You don't know, Brandon.
Big and quick.
Nah,
Big. Yeah.
nah, nah.
All right, guys.
We're
This
gonna,
was
we'll
another.
find out. But you boys have a good night. Appreciate all you guys.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
out.
Get your butt out.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Brandon be out there nervous.
I'm gonna get you a shirt that say "Fight to the Death."
Fight to the. Hey,
We're
man.
gonna make this a hashtag for you.
What's wrong with that? I mean, just if it's an improper way of thinking, I will allow you to try to like
There's
learn
not.
this.
I mean, the scenario is nothing wrong with that mind state. But if you was walking around every day or interactions like fight to the death is your energy, yeah, you're gonna have a rough life.
No, I feel like I explained, yo, if you turn that switch on, then congratulations, man. Welcome to the party.
But I was explaining too that scenario that's never gonna happen because it's not the energy you putting out to people.
Never.
Yeah, so
And even when I'm putting out that energy, I'm apologetic if you point it out. Because I didn't know. I fucked up. I'm sorry. If I was aggressive with you, man, my bad. I stepped over that line. I apologize. And it's quick.
yeah.
It's no conversation. We're not going back and forth. If you tell me I wronged you, I believe you. 100%. Now, if you keep going with this conversation after I apologize,
You can't
I
accept
know.
my apology.
Yeah, I know it's some
Some other motives you got going on.
if it's a real apology, right?
Yeah, if it's sincere and genuine.
Yeah, we see things online all the time where people apologize and it's just to apologize. There's no substance behind it. It's just to say it and make you stop talking to me. And I don't think I give that to especially black men.
I want to clear something up. But that Atlanta story, I didn't give nobody no smoke.
You did.
I don't know how the story. I did not.
You did.
I did not.
You did.
One thing I'm fully aware of: when I'm out of town, I'm out of town. So
Yeah,
I was tour.
The statement was, and I'll repeat it. Hey man, I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, that's a statement though. I didn't step to nobody. I didn't do nothing. I was just like, they say what's going on. Like I'm down. What's going on?
Yeah, if we get in the car and leave, I'm getting in the car and leaving.
Yeah, like, it's my ride. What you want me to do?
Right. Well, to other people, that sounds like I'm ready for war. To other people,
I'd have stayed with you if y'all was one of 2-seat. I would have rolled with y'all. Like this dude's a real life idiot. Let me get in the car with y'all.
Hey man, how hard did he throw that CD?
He threw it straight up in the air. And the thing was, it all happened before I actually knew what was going on.
Like he was still crossing the street, right?
No, I was walking to the side of the course, like his passenger side. I see him grab a CD. Like I see the dudes, I'm like, I ain't paying attention. I'm just like, I'm at the party. Right. He throw the CD up, and I'm probably in the car. Look, and I'm like, oh, that's their CD. Like, oh, and I'm like, they getting it. I'm like, what's good? Like, if you offended, like, don't run over here with me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I would defend myself, but I have done nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave me alone.
These are facts, man. These are facts. And I guess it probably happens all the time. I mean, we just being honest with each other. That scenario probably plays itself out weekly all around the country.
Quit putting your CDs people's cars.
It's not even CDs. It's just anything. It's everything. Things that are aggressively pushed on you for somebody else's profit. It's always going to rub you the wrong kind of way. Like, where's my benefit? Where's my benefit in this? What you mean? I'm trying to get my music out. And
you need a better sales pitch.
just
this my shit. Take it.
Yeah,
I rap. I'm like, you don't look like you too artistic. Like, oh, but okay. So you look like you sell drugs on the side.
And it was just a regular CD. It was a regular CD too. It wasn't on it. Nothing on it.
Told you I would have played if I was somebody like, listen, man, I don't really do music like that. I'm sure it's great, but I won't just go to waste. Get it somebody that really enjoy it. Here's your CD back. Y'all have a blessed one. Got my car and left. They might have been offended, but they'd be like, yo, you know what? Ain't no reason to get mad. He was respectful. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And we know how to do that, man. We know how to be respectful. I appreciate that. And I give a lot of that to Youngstown. Youngstown made me be respectful going forward in life because I've seen a lot of people disappear off of disrespect.
3 words: respect the shooter. That's what you gotta, you got to really understand that, somebody out here, people are playing for keeps. You might think you was trying to get in a rough and tumble fight with somebody, and that's not even their whole agenda.
Yeah, tell them, P.
It's about the energy you put out. You got to put the proper energy out, and you get the same energy back. But everyone thinks that everyone's playing on the same level playing field, and it's not that way.
Oh man, I mean, we come from a city where men dressed up as women to do their work. Like,
I forgot the word. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. Like we just come from a city just like yours, but you may not be familiar with the stories. Like you might just
Yeah,
be familiar with the outcomes. But
the news articles.
right, the news articles. But when you start hearing these things, man, shit is real.
Yeah, life is real. Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for a joke. Live each moment, each day, each second to the fullest, because none of it's promised.
Nothing. You wanna jump on out and we can go take care of our business. Or
Yeah,
you
man. I
about
just want to tell everybody, man. Anybody see this in the world, we appreciate taking time. If you just watch 30 seconds of it, dislike the video, leave
always,
negative comments.
always,
And if you in Atlanta, we got the Toro hookup
all day.
all day.
That man you saw that was is it enter innovation rentals ATL. That's a nice little spot where you can get you a fly little whip, something to drive you and your peoples around during your vacation in Atlanta. Again, that is Innovation Rental ATL. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly podcast
The
with your
ugly.
host, Lenny Fraud, Ronnie Dale. That at Ronnie Dale, you can find me on Instagram if you're trying, see my stories and all that other stuff. I really don't do much. But and my man B Jones, again, Innovation Rental ATL. It's probably not like that if you search it, but you'll pick up something.
You'll see his face out there.
Yeah, you'll see his face or some towers or you'll see something. But
You'll see cars.
always make sure your peoples are subscribing. On top of subscribing, make sure you hit the dislike. And on top
Leave
of the
negative
dislike,
comments.
leave negative comments and share it. After you leave a negative comment, make sure you share it out to like Facebook and things like that so that other people can come and do the same thing. And on that note, we about?
Yeah, I'm out of here, man. Peace, love, and happiness.
Peace, love, and happiness. This dude going extra hard. Hey, man, peace, love, and happiness.